Dale Earnhardt Jr. just dropped a major update about JR Motorsports and its potential future in the NASCAR Cup Series. And it's the news fans have been waiting for. For years, speculation has swirled about whether JR Motorsports, one of the most dominant teams in the Xfinity Series, would finally take the leap into Cup racing. Now, Dale Jr. has finally given a clearer picture of what might come next. For months, insiders have known that JR Motorsports had the talent, infrastructure, and resources to be competitive at the Cup level. The biggest obstacles weren't about ability, but rather about funding, timing, and whether Dale Jr. himself truly wanted to take on the challenge. After their latest experience, however, he has a much better understanding of where things stand. One of the most significant moments in this process came when JR Motorsports fielded a car for the Daytona 500. It was a huge test for the team, which had never run a full Cup race before. Everyone knew it would be a massive learning experience, and the pressure was immense. From assembling the right crew to getting the car dialed in, months of effort went into making it happen. When race day arrived, Justin Allgaier was behind the wheel. With years of Xfinity experience, Allgaier was stepping into one of the biggest races in the world. Dale Jr. watched closely, knowing that this wasn't just about a single race. It was about proving whether JR Motorsports could truly compete at the highest level. The team wasn't expecting to win, but a strong finish would be a success. The race itself was intense. At times, it looked like they might even push for a top 5 finish. In the end, they secured a top 10 result, a remarkable achievement for a first-time Cup effort. Reflecting on it, Dale Jr. admitted that if someone had told him beforehand that they'd finish 10th, he would have taken it in a heartbeat. Beyond the result itself, this experience was deeply personal for Dale Jr. He's always considered entering the Cup Series, but he needed to be sure it was something he genuinely wanted, not something he felt obligated to do because of his family's legacy. After being in the thick of it at Daytona, he finally had his answer. It really was good for me to come here and experience this, to see if it was truly something I wanted. Sometimes you wonder, are you doing this because of your last name? Because it's what you're supposed to do? Or do you really want it? This experience helped me realize that I do want to be here. I feel like it's something I should be striving for. JR Motorsports has built an incredibly successful operation in the Xfinity Series, but moving to Cup is an entirely different beast. The costs are exponentially higher, the competition is even fiercer, and it would take years to develop a championship-caliber team. Dale Jr. and his sister, Kelly Earnhardt Miller, who co-runs JR Motorsports, have discussed the move for years. The real challenge isn't talent, it's finding the right financial backing. Sponsorship is critical when making a jump like this, and Dale Jr. hopes that their Daytona 500 performance will generate interest from potential investors. I want to be here, and I think Kelly wants to be here. I think we can be successful here. The new charter model makes it more economical to enter Cup, and I feel like with our ability to bring in sponsorship, it's a viable business model. If someone out there is watching what we're doing and wants to invest, we'd be a great partner. One of the most remarkable parts of this Daytona effort was the people involved. The team was made up of a mix of young talent, getting their first shot at a Cup race, and veteran crew members who had stepped away from full-time racing, but wanted to be part of something special. Some of them hadn't been on the road in years, but when Dale Jr. called, they were eager to help. We had some young folks who deserved this chance, and we also pulled some old veterans out of the rafters. Guys who had been off the road for years were like, "Yeah, I'll do this with you." It was almost like a volunteer effort, and everyone did such a great job despite not being in the week-to-week routine of a Cup team. This experience only strengthened Dale Jr.'s love for racing. He wasn't just watching from the pit box. He was involved in every little detail, From pushing the car back with the crew to making sure it was properly loaded onto the hauler after the race. For him, it was a reminder of what he loves most about the sport. The best part of racing is getting the car to the track, unloading it, going through all the processes, and then racing it. Whether you're driving, owning, or working on it, it doesn't matter. When it's all over, and your heart's in it, you want to make sure that car gets back to the shop in one piece. This was a great experience, and I'm just hoping I get to do it again. Many longtime crew members who have been with Dale Jr. for decades said this felt like one of the most special moments of his career. Some even compared the excitement of making the Daytona 500 field to winning major races in the past. One crew member, B. Hoover, who worked with Dale Jr. back in his early AC Delco days and stayed with him through his Budweiser years, put it best. "This is the most fun I've had in this garage, and I've stood in victory lane with you holding a Daytona 500 trophy. This just felt different." Of course, there's still one major hurdle standing in the way of JR Motorsports' full-time Cup entry: the cost of buying a charter. NASCAR's Cup Series operates under a charter system, which grants teams a guaranteed spot in the field. These charters, however, are incredibly expensive. Dale Jr. has made it clear that while he's willing to invest, he's not going to put his family's financial future at risk just to make it happen. "I can put some money in, but I wouldn't buy the whole thing myself, even if I had the money. I'm not going to risk my kids' inheritance on an idea that might not work, but I definitely want to be an investor in any charter we get involved with. At the current value of charters, you pretty much have to have partners to get in." He also hinted that their Daytona 500 performance could open new doors for investment opportunities. This might spark conversations with people we haven't talked to yet. We've already been at the table with potential investors in the past, and those deals didn't work out. But this could lead to brand new conversations. We'll just have to wait and see. With all of this in mind, one thing is clear: JR Motorsports is serious about making a move to Cup. The Daytona 500 was a huge step in the right direction, and if they can secure the right partners, it's only a matter of time before we see them racing full-time at NASCAR's highest level. What do you think? Will JR Motorsports officially join the Cup Series in the near future? And if so, how competitive do you think they'll be? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And while you're here, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any more NASCAR updates.